All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Illinois tournament action. Here we have Derek against Matt. We're going to be seeing things from Derek's point of view. I'm Jeremy Anders here with Frank Jean. And Frank, what are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, looking forward to a good game. It's been a while since we played one of these in the Illinois tournament and been a while since I've been in the booth here. So just hoping for some excitement. Um,
Absolutely.
so
So, Derek's,
Derek,
let's go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say the first thing I saw was two one-ops in Derek's hand, but later on in the hand, looks like he's got some firepower. What do you like for the headline here?
Headline, I think it's got to be CNS, right? Um, and I think this could work out quite well. And that is what Derek's going to go with. I think this hand could work out real well if he avoids a turn one purge here, because you can just blockade off Suez and be good to go with decent ops with U.S., Japan, Warsaw, and Comic Con there.
Yeah, drawing Comic-Con in Warsaw, that's gonna be a lot of free ops. So that's always nice. Of course, you're potentially giving a lot of D-stall fuel, but you're gonna take those ops early on.
Yeah, absolutely. And the positive of this is if you draw a D-stall turn two, you're holding it through. So this is, I would say, a decent hand here for Derek, and he does fade that purge headline.
Yeah, so we'll
Uh,
see how Matt rolls on the presumed Iran coup coming here. Although I'm a big fan after headlining Nasser of going to Libya, one Syria to take a instant Middle East domination. But I assume Matt's going to be wanting to coup here.
I was gonna say I will have a little bit of a heart attack if Matt does anything but coup around here.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
that shows, I guess, some weakness.
I would definitely agree with that.
And I guess Matt must have been scared that Derek would randomly find tempo to fill France. I mean, usually when I'm the Soviets, I guess take some risks and hold on to Europe longer than I should, but
Right. Well, pretty rare that you're gonna go and oh, it's Derek with the six early. And that coups Nasser right on out of there. Derek saying that's a Matt roll, and it is indeed.
that's an interesting choice. I would have maybe thought about spreading out of Iran before taking that coup.
I would. Oh, here and he. Okay, interesting. Oh, and Matt responds with a five of his own. This, well, it's interesting. What do you do here if you're Derek? You can coup Iran to try to get DEFCON down to two and preserve that Western Asia access, but I would think you'd want to get into Malaysia as well, and he's going to go that route. That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you just blockade away the Suez right now and go one Malaysia. Looks like he doesn't see a great use for the second op, which is why it's in Jordan.
Oh, he's listening to you, and I think it's a good idea.
Yep, there it goes. Yeah, rare situation where in the on turn one you can't find a good use of a two or three out play.
Right.
But Europe scored already. I guess if you had you could have played Comic Con and went to Libya, one Malaysia.
And
I
some
had Asia as well.
scoring there. It feels like you could have stepped into Western Asia before scoring that, unless he's worried about
Yeah.
IP war. But then again, Matt is Matt. He's not playing Matt. So
So now with Middle East being the only unscored region,
yeah, Derek's thinking about it.
do you coup Iran? And he is thinking about it, yes.
I would. You need a five, really. I actually think with Asia scored, it's much less lucrative to go around.
Yeah, I agree. So do you just go two Libya, one France, or something like that?
Yeah, I
I
might.
guess you still need to get into Thailand.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think I'd like to get one in Thailand. But yeah, I like
Yeah.
Libya. Yeah, that makes sense. This is interesting. This is setting up to be basically an even score here after the first three, after the regions are scored for the first time. I think pretty unlikely that Derek gets a domination off here, as Matt can just grab a rack
I think so.
to do just that.
Yeah, I mean that's certainly plausible given the AR1 Europe dump.
It is, although I think I would have dumped Middle East before Europe. But it's interesting. It wouldn't surprise me. Matt has, and what does he play? He's played two scorings. He did have Purge for a coup and Fidel, so yeah, it hasn't been a great hand for him.
Right.
Derek is also going to want a coup to drop DEFCON to 2 to protect Thailand here.
Yeah, or just buff it up to 3 and hope Matt rolls low with the China card.
With the Vietnam aided China card. Okay, that's a good spread, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like this walk as well.
The back door into India.
Exactly. Yeah, one France seems fine, right? Yeah, I think France is better than Saudi. You're probably not going to contest that, and you're probably not going to get a domination off here. Um, I might have gone Lebanon though for country count in the Middle East
Yeah,
as
Lebanon's a good shout.
over France. What are you doing with this 4-op if you're Derek on AR6? Lots of choices.
Well, certainly if you have the opportunity to get domination in the Middle East, I think you set it up.
Okay, so Matt's hand wasn't horrible, but it definitely wasn't great. I would drop DEFCON with this.
Um,
India is also not bad, but I think Matt can just respond by filling Pakistan here.
yeah, and then maybe the Japan play is Lebanon, poke Iraq, and fill up Thailand.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's doing. Good
It's
call.
like it. So board looks pretty good for Derek, and this seems to be a pretty decent looking hand as well.
Yep. So I think we're going to see a nice China card coup of Thailand, but good news for Derek is he drew both Vietnam and decall. Defectors looks pretty solid. He could also protect Thailand with duck and cover here.
Yeah, I do wonder if he's thinking of Matt headlining Asia.
Yeah, he's debating between the
Or
two.
sorry, Middle East, of course.
Right. I don't think Matt would headline it though. He can get rid of
True
that.
Libya. Yeah,
Libya
that's
or
true.
just
Phil
play down.
Saudi.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I think Duck's the better choice. Because what can Matt headline here? He's got AI War, De Gaulle. Really, that's about it.
Yeah.
I think Duck is actually, with both decall and Vietnam in hands, Duck is really powerful here.
I still kind of like defectors, but okay. Duck worked out.
Yeah, we didn't even mention containment. Would have been a great containment hand with no real
Yes.
in hand, but I think Duck is better to protect Thailand.
Yeah, it's really you can hold. Well, I guess you're holding decal.
Yeah, I think you have to, right?
Yeah.
I feel like every single time I want to try to hold containment,
It never works out.
never works. Is UNing, this will be Marshall Plan? Yep.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. There's one. Oh, what did Matt say back?
I didn't catch that.
Not it either.
All right. So I think you just surrender the Middle East at this point, right?
Yeah, even if he, yeah, there's no, that's just not happening. Yeah, he's going to start the walk, which is good with D-stall unknown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think France might be better than, yeah, I don't know. Because you're going to space .govs, right? Oh, yeah, grabbing
Yeah,
South Korea.
Korea's good. Korea's good.
I would expect Syria and Iraq at the very least here from Matt. I think the only other thing he would
Well, not gonna get it with the one-up.
no.
Take Syria first. Okay, yeah, that gives domination.
That makes me think Matt doesn't have the scoring in hand. Because is Derek really going to spend 3 ops to take Syria? Like I don't think so. So I wonder if he doesn't have it.
Hmm.
Space NORAD, sure.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, sock goes, sure.
I think I may have went Cameroon and just take India there with defectors versus space.
Yeah, that's true. You didn't have to yeah, Matt had already spaced, so there was no urgency, I suppose.
Probably gonna do it now though.
No Cameroon.
Okay. Yeah, I mean filling France and probably buffing it up to at least 4 is pretty important as well.
Oh. And it's Matt. That's
all the dice have been on fire this early war, haven't they?
all 5s and 6s. Derek has 1, Matt has the rest of them. I like the overprotection of France. A whole lot of De Gaulle is out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's essential.
And then there's the Cameroon play with the last one, which makes sense.
Oh, looks like Matt did not have Middle East.
Um,
All
Vietnam.
right, anti-UN.
1 Thailand. Where else?
Just take Nigeria, right?
Could do that. I wonder.
You thinking of a 5th in France with the Gauls still out there?
in France. I just don't know. Like Nigeria is fine, but like it's not. Cameroon's not getting cooed right away, so it's not urgent. Although I don't know what else. Yeah, he'll go the fifth in France. I think that's okay. So Matt takes a small lead due to mill-ups. Okay, let me get my card track. Oh,
That was fast. All I know is Matt has D-stall, which Derek sure is not pleased about.
All right, so I believe Matt's hand is there are 5 known cards: NATO, Middle East, Indo. Or no, he played Indo-Pac. NATO, Middle East, AI War, and D-Stall are the node cards.
Yeah. You said AI war as well, right?
Yeah, the 4 I have for Matt are NATO, Middle East, AI, and D-Stall. Pretty blue
Sounds about
remaining
right.
cards. Only 3 red cards out there. 2, 4, 6, 8 blue cards out there. Oh, there's one of
Stock
those red
govs.
cards.
Hey, this could be a big roll if Derek hits.
Oh, miss.
Misses.
He did have Europe.
Another Europe dump. See, now in this situation, you all of a sudden do wish you crawled to Nigeria last turn, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because you want to coup and drop DEFCON. Although I don't like, what's he going to coup here?
Yeah. All of his potential targets are pretty solidly red.
You're not going to waste time on Iran, even with Matt having the scoring in hand. You're almost not even in that big of a hurry to drop DEFCON because Matt needs to score. He needs to drop DEFCON before he I guess he doesn't necessarily have to score before he destalls, but Matt has some. They're good obligations, but they're obligate. Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
And I like going there. Yeah. Matt is wishing
All
K was an early war card.
right.
I would actually just consider cooing Colombia right here if I was Matt.
I would. Yeah, I think I was thinking to just coup Nigeria, let Derek have Colombia and destall 2 into Brazil.
Yeah, and then it's realignable if you coup Colombia later. Yeah, it makes sense. What is the country count in Asia? Is it 4 to
4-3.
4? 4 to 4. Australia. So he's just going to dump the Gaul here, which I think is just fine.
Yeah, although I wonder if Matt might destall 1 into Panama and then you all have wished you locked that up.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's 2 Brazil, 1 Chile.
Oh. Very aggressive, yeah. Could go poorly as well if Derek has some tempo to try some realigns.
Yeah, I mean, these
Mexico
are
gets nuked.
Mexico is nuked and Brazil is an even realigned too, an excellent secondary target.
Yep.
Derek's just going to grab Algeria, which I think is smart.
Yes. Matt'll probably score here.
Yep.
Do you go for the relines right away?
No, I don't. I think if you were going to do that, you had to go for it right away. He is still sitting there with a 4-op, though. Oh, Fidel event. That was a redraw.
Yeah.
Only one red card in the deck right now. And that is Suez Crisis. There it is.
Going for it. With like, he has 4 reasonable targets, right? Mexico, Cuba, Brazil, and Nigeria.
In Nigeria, yeah. I think Brazil's the better choice too, actually.
Starting with Brazil.
Yeah. Oh, no.
All right, it's already worth it.
So there is one D-stall op left. Matt has NATO and an unknown card left. Yeah, I think one, if you wanted to put one in Mexico and be aggressive, I think that's fine, but one had to go in the southern part of South America.
Yeah.
Because that was a reasonable realignment outcome right there. And it's put Matt in trouble here. Now you redo containment, okay. Grabs Asia Dom, which is just pretty easy to parry there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's holding a 4-op for next turn, which is nice. I would consider Saharan states. Yeah, there you go.
Would have considered just poking Mexico and taking Panama.
Also would have been good.
Oh, this is also a hand.
Yeah, no real problems at all.
None at all. No red cards.
Just South African, and that can go to space.
Still not quite as good as our turn 4 hand when we played as a team last week, right? Because we picked up Voice and Grain.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't good enough to beat the who are we playing? Tim and
the trio.
What's his face? Yeah. All right, so Derek's going with the Junta. Makes sense.
This is going to be one of those hands where you try to hold Purge through and you have to play it for ups. Portuguese. Okay. It's a nice headline.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, and then you're going to coup Mexico. Yeah, I like this.
Yep, that's exactly what I would have done.
Great outcome.
Yeah, a good junta just does a lot for you in the Americas.
Oh, yeah, especially on turn 4.
Oh, wow. So you have a lot of options here. Could spread in South America, could flip one of the Africa 1 stabs, take Mexico.
Yeah, the coup of Colombia is interesting to me. I think that does suggest. So, yeah, I think this is good. Oh, but that's not
Well,
good. It's not good if you do that. We'll see if he has it, because I would assume he'd just be popping that scoring right away.
yeah.
Derek really had no good. I guess Peru. Derek didn't really have a good way to get dominant. Okay, he's just going to jam his way in.
And in comes Purge for ops.
Yeah, that always happens. What was that? That was cultural. Okay. I would say remarkable restraint with the China card so far.
Yeah, not a single play. So there's no way Matt is holding South because he would have just been able to drop it.
Yeah, especially without having a 4-op to jam Venezuela there. Like, yeah, he would have had to just drop it there, I think. So now, what other fun realigns can Derek do? Nigeria, Colombia.
Setting up a realign on Angola.
Setting up just a potentially brutal set of realigns.
I don't know if I like that though, because Matt just responds with 2 Botswana, 1 Angola.
True.
Our goal is not the victory of might, but the vindication of right.
Doesn't seem like he has a great hand on turn 4 though.
Well,
Showing a few 1-ops and Voice of America as the Soviets already.
what was his headline?
It was good question.
Obviously, nothing very memorable.
Oh, Portuguese.
Oh, Portuguese.
It was
yeah,
good. It was a good one.
Yeah. And Derek is holding special, just waiting for NATO to be played.
Yeah, that's funny. I hadn't noticed that. It's going to be a pretty juicy alliance as well.
Alliance will be beautiful, yeah.
5 VP.
Oh, yeah, I think I would have used NATO to jam Venezuela there.
Oh, look at this. Matt just willingly handing the China card.
Interesting.
Do you play this?
Yeah, he's going to grab control.
Yeah. 1 Mexico.
Mexico's a good choice. He's looking around. A Southeast Asian country isn't terrible, but I think I like Mexico better. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you can just go Camp David into Mexico and then get 6 points from Alliance for Progress. You got 8 sitting there with South America.
There's the NATO.
There's NATO. And he's okay. Well, that might work. Does Eric just follow into Uruguay here? Where we were AR6. He has to. I might coup Colombia, actually. I would not do that. A for P.
Yeah, cooing Colombia makes sense.
Because that gets rid of his presence even with a 1. I think this is definitely reasonable, though. think.
I mean, you just don't have time to realign though, right? Because you want to event both special and alliance.
Yeah, I think alliance is going to have to be a. Oh,
Interesting.
what? Oh, Matt Space voice. Yeah, that makes sense. What is he holding on to here? Yeah, I like that play. I think Matt should have held cultural back and grabbed. Although Derek played the China card right away, so he didn't have the opportunity. Well, no, I'm sorry. Matt should have played China and then grabbed it right back with.
With cultural, yeah.
I don't like overprotecting. This is you just begging to get realigned out of both of these countries.
Oh, yeah.
Derek's just going to grab 4 BPs here. And there's South.
Right.
Yeah, this is a bear trap to steal the coup.
Have how I learned as well.
Oh, true.
Although stealing the coup and cooing Angola is pretty juicy.
Yeah, I think I even with South in hand, you've got the realign set up. I like that better. Although he also has realign set up on Venezuela that you can't ignore.
Yeah. Another hand that's just pretty simple to manage because looks like you can just UN Quagmire and space South African.
Or
Although
not.
this is a problem. Case of the Spider-Man pointing GIF with the bear trap and
Exactly.
Quagmire headlines. Nicer for Matt though, because Derek has to ditch missile.
Jumping shuttle suggests he does not have a problematic hand. Boy, where is this coup in Venezuela or Zaire? Guess it depends on your ops, right?
All right.
That's
Derek
actually
lives.
good enough. Yeah, Derek will get the scoring, but
So I think as Matt now, you gotta try to protect your Central America holdings. Coup of either Haiti or Nicaragua. Oh, or that also protects your Central America holdings.
yeah, okay,
Yeah,
there.
I think.
That's the way to go.
All
Oh,
right, and then Angola.
I think so, yeah. Oh,
That was as good of a result as you could have hoped for.
yeah, Africa now pretty scary for Matt.
Oh yeah.
Just, oh, interesting. Okay, that's fine.
That not sure if that coup did all that much.
Yeah, I think one Nigeria and one somewhere else would have been better, but he did at least get rid of. He did at least protect Nigeria, I should say. But yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, because that just have now just one Nigeria and one. I don't know, Venezuela, just for the heck of it. Yeah, so this remaining scorings are all pretty darn friendly for Derek. We've got Africa, Central America, you assume will be even. I don't think we'll see Derek fill Cuba.
Yeah, it's just never worth fighting for Central as the US.
Yeah, and Matt being a little cavalier with Nigeria, he's lucky Derek doesn't have a 3-op here.
Yeah.
But Derek's going to get some nice points out of Africa and Southeast Asia. There's the defense.
Oh. I thought for certain Derek was going to go CRG.
That's what I was thinking as well. But that, I mean, you can do that in the headline. I guess they were kind of interchangeable ish. Oh, it's only AR6 because we played it UN. I'm sorry.
Oh, that makes sense.
Allende event.
CRG event.
Yeah, I like finishing off Southeast Asia. That's 6 points now. That's great.
Yeah, that's a monster. Look at this. Another great hand.
Nice hand, yeah.
The victory of might, but the vindication of right. Not peace at the expense of freedom, but both peace and freedom.
So the missile crisis is gonna.
Missile crisis combined with
yeah.
assault.
Yes, because Matt was realigned out of Cuba, which I forgot momentarily.
Missile crisis and salt is a brutal combo here.
Yeah.
The Pope is
probably going to be ups.
Gunman. Matt can see what he's dealing with here.
So Matt's just going to fix Nigeria with this.
Yeah, I think I would have kept
and
this.
Do you salt for ABM right away?
Yeah, I think you because you want to do what you can to grab Nigeria as soon as possible, right? Or what else? He can coup Pakistan would be big.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out
of
landing a man on the moon and returning him.
This could change things. Does not change things.
Yeah, and he's salting right away for ABM, as you said.
Dun dun dun. I wonder if grabbing voice there would have been a good move as well.
Yeah, that's interesting because I mean that's always excellent, right? I guess the downside is there's Africa. Actually, probably pretty fortunate for Matt that he's got it in hand because that's going to save him 4 VPs. And we're going to go at Pakistan. Yep, I like this.
I see. Another huge roll. Is IP War in the deck? I think it is, right?
No, Derek played it and failed on turn 3 headline.
That's right.
Oh, Brush War got Matt Millips. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has took a major turn. I think there's enough to end the game just sitting on the two Asia scorings, right? 6 from Southeast.
Yeah, and
we have 6.
Derek's got 3 from arms race too.
Oh yeah.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Still at 20 there.
Yeah.
So Derek's got one more coup here. Do you actually even consider just filling Japan, knowing it's to be scored? You're close to 20 here.
Yeah, I think so. Got plenty of ops.
Yeah, this is all of a sudden looking rather bleak for Matt.
I mean, filling Cuba makes sense to take domination.
Right, because it's unlikely you're going to get to Ortega's time. And that's just going to go all, yep.
Yep, that makes sense.
This country, yeah, country count only 5.
Yeah, something tells me Matt has at least one of the Asia scorings. I think it's Taiwan. Oh.
For those India realigns,
And finally worked.
it does set up Matt for a coup of Thailand, though.
Well, not this turn. Missile crisis is still in effect.
Cuban Missile Crisis. That was a very creative use of ABM. I like it.
I was actually thinking for a second Derek was going to like coup Lao, but realigning India makes much more sense.
Well, we're going to get
look
a high
at, look at all this DEFCON manipulation. Yes, this has been a fun turn for you, Derek.
Yeah, just take it.
Yeah, what do you?
I would go to
tap Brazil.
Yeah, to Brazil, right? Chile is definitely a more, yeah, this is better. Hasn't been a good hand for Matt.
Does not look like it, no.
That's reasonable. Nixon grabbing the China card is there. You can't poke North Korea. What about a coup of
Lao? Yeah.
Or Vietnam if you want to get if you just want to be different. I think that's perfectly fine too. You don't want to give Matt a China card coup of Thailand.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
So can Matt do anything about Asia? And the headline becomes the question.
yeah, let's take a look at what's out here.
All the cards gone. I think the answer
Yeah,
is probably no.
I think you just use grain sales and you can just coup Thailand just to super overprotect it. And yeah, I agree. The answer is no, right? I don't think there's anything that can be done.
So that means Asia would have won the game, right? Unless Matt headlines OPEC.
Right. I mean, I don't see how Matt's getting out of the first couple ARs here alive, so I'm okay with Derek being super conservative, making sure he didn't mess up his card tracking or what have you. And there are a couple redraws, and or what are there? There's OPEC, so
All right. So Matt, it's a little more life in him. So you're actually cooing Thailand with this?
I would, because you're going to get a China card coup of, or no, pardon me, not a China card coup, but a 4-op coup probably.
Yeah, with Muslim.
Muslim, yeah. And I mean, he has to roll a 5 since Derek has the China card, but still.
Here we go.
There it is.
Wow.
He does still have domination, but this game is going to continue. So I guess I better finish card tracking.
Но посмеетесь, когда мы, знаете, обгоним вас и скажем: господа капиталисты, до свидания, наш поезд сюда идет. Пожалуйста, за нами.
Trying to think if Matt rolled anything other than a 5 or a 6 on coups.
I think there was a 2 in there, but it's been good. U2 was played, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
So then I think I know 5 of Matt's cards. I think it's Panama Canal, Indy Reds, that one. One Small Step, and Lib Theo. So we could have played Lib, but he would have just got realigned out.
Maybe there was no reshuffle.
Yeah, that could be. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little lax in the headline with this because I thought this was over.
Never count Matt out.
Exactly. I am a little surprised he didn't use Lib Theo. Could have gone 2 Cuba, 1 Mexico.
Yeah. What did he headline again? Oh, OPEC, right?
That's right, which was a good
Yeah.
one because I made sure he was going to Che is definitely impactful, but I'm a little surprised. Although he might be. Okay, and there was a reshuffle because that's a redraw.
Okay.
Derek might be planning on holding Ask Not and We Will Bury You. Otherwise, I think I would have spaced We Will Bury You there instead of Che. He's going to play China.
I mean, is there even that much you're scared of to hold Ask Not?
No. Middle East.
Middle East, yeah.
Decall. Zach Govs would be impactful.
Yeah, I think Derek probably just play Kennedy for ops, is my guess.
He could. That's just the thing I like to do. Maybe a little too much. Try to hold Kennedy in one bad card and hope you draw a handful of junk the next turn.
Yeah. I mean, if Gunman was still in the game, I definitely would be on the side of holding him.
Okay, he is gonna.
Derek also knew Matt had one small step, right? So I'm surprised he spaced Che so quickly.
Yeah, so that was a known card. I would think overprotection of Angola is important here on AR7.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 2 Mexico, 1 Angola.
That makes sense.
It's like the play. What else other than Angola? Yeah, not that much.
Yeah, you could put another one in Italy would be the only other thing I would think of. But I think Angola's but he does do Italy. Okay.
Another hand with no problems, really.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Especially with UN.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, Soviet shoot down Cal with a controlled South Korea.
On turn 8, UN, we will bury you.
Today I say, as long as this gate is closed.
Base the hostage crisis just because of double terrorism feels like one of those wonky things you don't want to deal with when you're winning by a bazillion points. Does he have a path? No, not really.
To win this turn.
No, because I mean he'll get to 15, he'd get to 17 with the war.
Could Kennedy your whole hand and just try to draw war games, but
that would be an excellent excellent TV. We should send Derek a Discord message and tell him to do that.
Clearly that could backfire wildly.
I mean, Gunman's out. How bad could it be?
Yeah. You're just not going to have probably as good of a hand as you currently do.
Oh, no. It's a horrifyingly bad idea. It would just be fun. And so decall's nice, but Derek can pretty much just fix that.
Yep. I was also just looking around the board for stuff to jam, and I guess Chile made sense. Although it was realignable and you put more of your own skin in the game now.
True. Where do you go with decall here? I would definitely Algeria. And then Zaire, Angola. Do you just go all at Africa here? I don't know that going at Southeast Asia does much for you. Although what's country count there? 6? 6 to 9. Yeah. I think all 4 of those had to go into Zaire.
Yeah, it's just getting flipped back.
Yeah.
Goes nothing.
His CIA
Yeah,
agents
that
are
didn't
nearly
quite
as
work.
effective in Chile now. Okay. That's in the discard pile, though. I like spacing this.
Right. No 6.
Nope, does grab him Millops, though. One thing about I would expect Matt to get Millops, but Derek was set up for a How I Learned win at 15 VPs if Matt didn't do it. So,
Yeah. Derek might still do it if it's worth 3 VP.
yep. AWACS and an overprotection down there.
Yeah.
Realines had been good to Derek, not so much in Chile, though.
That's what you get for placing ops into Chile first.
That's interesting. Guess just stops those realigns.
Just fix it.
I mean, there's not. I would overprotect Angola, I think.
Yeah.
Only other thing I can think to do. I mean, you could overprotect. Yeah, I like overprotecting Angola. Israel, maybe, but that's the best move right there.
Mm-hmm. All right, Matt has to coup. Just see how big of a card it is and if it'll be worth inventing how I learned.
Oh,
It's a big card and it's not a coup.
yeah, that's 5 VPs right there.
It's a healthy number of VP. Wow.
That's special. Right? Special does it.
Brush and ABM. But yes, of course, special with the 2VP to win the game is probably the headline.
That's a relatively stylish way to win. I appreciate that.
I think
It's
so,
a little
yeah.
sad he doesn't get to play this hand, though.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not worth any points. So that'll be the ball game. After Derek decides where to put these ops.
Most efficient place right there. I don't even know what country that is. Is that Sweden? Yeah, it's Sweden.
Yeah.
So well played by Derek. He definitely had some strong hands. Good enough to combat some very nice dice from Matt as well. But a very nice win for Derek here, Frank.
Indeed, yeah. And I think, is Derek leading now in the standings after that win?
I think we're tied, me and him. I believe we both have one loss, and I think we've played the same opponents. Matt did roll a 2 on that brush for, I believe it was Zaire. That was unfortunate. Maybe that's the 2 I was thinking.
I do remember that, but yeah, I sectioned that off in my mind because that wasn't a coup.
But maybe that's what I was thinking. Maybe you were right about his coup rolls, actually. I might have been remembering the brush more in there.
Yeah, maybe.